Hello, beautifuls, and welcome to Makeup Obsessed Monday, your favorite day of the week as well as mine. So if you are new here, I need you to make sure that you not only subscribe down below, but that you slide right over and hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we upload a video, which is 3 days a week. All right, I don't know about you all, but I love getting things in the mail, especially when my mailman brings me my BoxyCharm box. This is hands down my favorite subscription box. I love the assortment of products I get. I love that they're full size and not samples. So if you want to see what I got in October's BoxyCharm box, then you need to keep watching. All right, so if you are not familiar with BoxyCharm, it is a monthly subscription service and you get 4 to 5, so that's 4 or 5 different products in the mail, and it is all beauty products. It can be makeup, it can be hair care, it can be skincare, any combination of it. What I love though about BoxyCharm versus some of the other ones is you either get full size or really good deluxe size samples. I don't know about you, but when I get those little teeny tiny like sample sizes, they fall to the bottom of my drawer and I forget about them until I clean out my drawer and I'm like, oh look, I have 14 different primers I could try that are 5 years old. So that is one of the reasons I absolutely love BoxyCharm. All right, enough talking about why I love it. Let's get into the box. So it opens like this. And I love that they package it with the foam. As always, I've never had a product come broken, which is fabulous. You get a little pamphlet that folds open and tells you all of the products you're getting. I will say I have already been into this box and I have put the products to the test so I can give you some feedback on if I like them, if I don't, how they worked, how I use them, because sometimes you can have a product that you can use multiple ways. So we are gonna jump right in, and the first thing we're gonna talk about is a mascara. I have heard about this mascara. I've heard great reviews about this mascara. Never had the chance to try it. I'm always trying so many mascaras that sometimes they fall off your radar. This one is by It Cosmetics, and it is their superhero mascara. And like I said, I've heard really, really good things about this. I'm going to get into the box. I don't know about you guys, but I always demolish boxes when I get into them. This is what it looks like. What I love about this mascara is the brush. I'm all about the brush on mascara. It is a natural haired brush. And it's not super big and chunky to where it's hard to work with around your eyes, especially your lower lash line. We've been there, like some of those colossal brushes give you great lashes, but it also gives you a little bit of a raccoon eye underneath. So the brush, number one, off the bat, great. No real smell, because we're big on smells in this channel, and sometimes they can be overwhelming. I will say that the formula is thick. Thicker than most mascaras that I've used, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just something to be prepared for. I have to put it on and then use a separate spoolie to comb through my lashes just because my lashes are finer and they can clump. But what it does to my lashes, beautifuls, is nothing short of amazing. It truly is a superhero when it comes to my lashes because I can look like I am wearing natural looking false lashes with one coat, like one coat of this. So the retail price for this is $24. At this point, you've paid for your box with your mascara. So this I am excited about. I've used it several times. I will continue to use it. One other downside to this that some of you might find a downside, some of you might not even notice or care about, is it is a stiffer formula, meaning when you touch your lashes, you can really feel that it's there. And I think it's because it's such a thick formula. They're not necessarily crunchy, but it's not soft and pliable either. Next up is a beauty product, and it is by Wander Beauty. A couple of boxes ago, I got their mascara, which I love so much that I'm out of it. Like, that was the mascara I reached for all the time. But in this box, they gave us some under eye patches, and they are actually the Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. They come like this. There's actually 3 of them. I have already used one. I will hold it up for you to see here in just in a minute. But I love that they gave you 3. Most times you get 1. And it's nice to try, but you really can't see any results, usually with only 1 product. So I love that they gave us multiples. And what it is they're a little gold under eye mask. These are not gel. Normally the ones I use are gel. This feels almost like a fabric. Actually, I believe it is a fabric. So it's gold. The serum is saturated in the fabric like this, and you put it on under your eye. I loved how they felt. What I didn't like is, unlike the gel ones that kind of mold to your face, this didn't. So I couldn't really go about my day. I was kind of stuck sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes because if I made any facial expression, the material kind of scrunched up and then it slowly started creeping up my face to my eye. So I had to make sure that I was just chill for like 15 minutes. I will say my under eye felt very hydrated when I took them off. My makeup went on really nice, really smooth, especially under my eyes where I normally have some creasing. So these retail for $13 and I think they are a great addition. I do look forward to doing the other 2 under eye masks and see how my eyes look. Next up is hair, and it's by Briogeo. It is a leave-in mask. I would say this is a luxury size. It is a very generous size. It's 2 ounces. I will definitely get several uses out of this. I used it a couple of times in my hair. I, 1, love how it smells. 2, it's such a fine mist that it doesn't like shoot out in a jet. It really does disperse well over your hair. But I noticed for me having oilier hair that my hair got a little oily faster than normal. What this is supposed to do, and I'm going to have to read the card for this, is it's a super moisturizing, which would be probably why my hair got oily, and strengthening leave-in conditioner that provides repair benefits and beyond. I am excited to keep using this, even though it might mean I have to wash my hair like a little bit more than normal because dry shampoo just didn't seem to help with it. My hair is so dry and I have such a problem right now with breakage that I'm really interested to see if this little guy right here can make a difference. So I'm going to use him up and see how my hair health is afterwards, and I will report back to y'all so you know if it really is doing what it says it's doing. For this size right here, it is $16. And again, I'm really excited to see how this performs. I tend to go more nude with my lip color. As you can see today, I'm rocking quite the bold lip, which is why I left my eyes a little bit less than intense because, wow, beautifuls, this is quite the lip color. I do love it. It is by Kat Von D, and it is part of her Everlasting Liquid Lip line. These retail for $20, and it is a full size. The shade I got is Crucifix, and as you can see, it is a really dark brown, but it has a little bit of a plum undertone to it. It's not a full brown. It is definitely matte. It dries down to nothing. It does not come off. I have had coffee with this on. I have not tried eating with it on yet. It being such a dark color, I'm like, I can't eat before I go on camera because I don't want it to wear away. Normally, her liquid lips dry my lips out. I have a couple of shades that are of the more neutral variety, and they have dried my lips. I will say I've had this on for about 3 hours now, And so far, it's doing well. My lips don't feel overly dry. They don't hurt. They don't feel cracked or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm going to try this out a little bit more and see if either the formula's changed or sometimes it's the colors within the formula. It could be the pigment they use to make that color that is drying down and causing your lips to get dry. So I don't know. We'll see. This is a color I wouldn't have bought. So if I had walked into Sephora, I would have been like, nope, that's not me, and walked away. That is one of the reasons I love these boxes. It kind of forces you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like, okay, I know you like to live in like nude pink land over there. We're going to give you a brown. And being me, I'm like, okay, well, I got it. I'm going to try it. And I actually like it. So if you're stuck in a makeup rut and you're using the same thing over and over again, a box like this really can break you out of that rut and kind of push you to try new things. So keep that in mind. Last item in the box is an eyeshadow palette, and it is by Pure, the Collection Authority, and it is their Midnight Masquerade palette. I have played around with this for a couple of different eye looks. I actually have one posted on my personal Instagram using the purple, which that purple is stunning. And I have it on my eyes today. I think this is a great palette. What I love about it is that there is a face palette on the one side and an eye palette on the other, and you do have a mirror, but I don't want to blind you with my light. So on the face side, you have 3 blushes and a highlight. This is a great highlight, especially for my more mature women, because it's not a beaming in your face, can see it from space highlight, but more of a lit from within glow. It's a very soft. It's a very pretty. It's a little bit warm, but not too warm. It's just, it looks and lays very nice on the skin, and it doesn't show your imperfections. I am loving this, especially going into fall where I don't necessarily want a bold highlight. Like, I'd rather have a bold eye or a bold lip and not necessarily a bold highlight. I'll leave that for summer. The blushes can look a little intimidating. I had a friend over and she's like, oh, I don't think I can wear this one. It's so dark. And in the pan, you can look at it and go, oh my word, that's dark. On your cheeks though, it is not. It swatches dark, but as you work it in, it gives you this really nice rosy glow. I almost think it's the type of color you get when you've been out in the snow playing and you come in and you just have that nice rosiness to your cheeks that's not windburn or sunburn. You're just flushed. I am in love with this color for fall. I've been wearing this without bronzer and just going a little bit heavier on my blush. You know, we're throwing back to the 80s and 90s. What can I say? It's what's in right now. On my face today, I'm wearing a mixture of this one and this one in place of a bronzer. I just kind of swirled them together. It gave me a little bit more of a brown undertone in my blush, and it has a little, probably not, yeah, it has a little sheen to it. I don't see any flecks of anything. It's just more of like a satiny sheen to it. So if you're worried about texture, you know that this one right here especially has some in it, but I think it's a really nice palette. It's blushes that perform extremely well. They're pigmented without being too much, so you really can build them up and don't have to worry about going in first application with a heavy hand and then trying to blend it out, because we've all been there to where you have a line of blush and that's just not fun. So the face palette side, the face part of the palette side, I love. Moving on to the eyeshadow portion. These colors are stunning. I love that they're all different. I love that you get a green and a purple. You've got a beautiful blue up here, and then you've got your silver. What I don't like is there's no cohesive look with this palette. Meaning, I can't pick up just this palette and get a complete eye look or most of an eye look with it. There's definitely no transition shades. And the colors, even though they're beautiful, they don't all work together. I am wearing the brown and the green with the original Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe on my eyes today. I kept it very simple, and I hated that I had to go to another palette. If I'm going to pull out a palette or if I'm going to buy a palette, I really want like a one stop and done, or at least like couple of besties that I bring to the table to do my eyes. Like I might take a couple from this one and a couple from this one. This I think is good if you're looking for an accent color. Like the purple I used on my eye. I've used the blue, which is right there. And then the green. I'm like trying to remember where these all are. It's good for an accent color. I just hate that you can't get an all over look with it. It's a great palette. Don't get me wrong. It performs really well. It's all shimmers except for the brown. The brown is matte. The remaining 5 are definitely a shimmer with some setting spray. You can foil them, which gives you a whole different dimension to the eye look. But again, it's not a one-stop shop. This palette retails for $38, so definitely getting your box worth with this. I don't think I'd go out and buy this palette for that reason though. All right, beautifuls, that's it. That's my October BoxyCharm box. Did you get a BoxyCharm box? Are you subscribed? And if you are, did you get the same products I did? Or did you get something else? Drop it in the comments below and let me know what you got in your box. Or if you're new and you're like, I've got to have it, check out the description. I will have the link to where you can get your own BoxyCharm. Until next week, beautifuls, be beautiful because you are the only you. Bye.